Hello. Welcome to the Daily Political Tarot and Astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you so much for being here. I'm here 365 days of the year to take your political questions out of the chat. Just leave your questions in the chat before I come on. 10% of my income from everything Black and Orange goes to Feeding America at feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. That's an ongoing thing. We have epic troll slayers who keep us safe. Thank you. And we've got a fantastic community here because of you. You are so kind to each other, and you've been so kind to me. Again, thank you. All right, if you're watching this on replay, hello, you can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed there. I timestamp them as I go. Holy buckets, do we have all kinds of really interesting questions today. I thought it was a slow news day. Anyway. All right. And so let me get out my cards. I'll just move, just shift, refreshed and shift this to the, shift the questions to the left there. And we're going to start with the cocaine question this morning. Yes, indeed. All right. I need cards. Okay. And I'm trying to think what else. Oh, and I'm not going to actually show the Trump July 4th images he shared because, ew, we can talk about them. Ricky says, and the star of the show, soon to star in a remake of the Disney classic, The Cat from Outer Space. Boo-boos and Kitty. Yes, he's over here. He's bathing. He's bathing in the corner here. Quick look. Oh, there he is. There he is. He's a good boy. He's washing his face. Okay, so he's in the cat tree next to me. All right. Isabel Moss says we were already gossiping about who let Sniffy Jr. back in the White House. Exactly. So at 2 minutes 30 seconds in, we're just going to start with the cocaine question. Oh, and the nails. They're kind of a plaid. And I want to thank, it's a little bright for it. Marie Wells. I want to thank Marie Wells for the nails. Thank you. All right. So, I guess 310. Okay. My understanding of this story, the breaking story, is that actually my summation would be the right is going to make a whole big deal out of absolutely nothing. That's what I personally think. We'll ask the cards. But basically in a almost like public area, very busy, used area of the West Wing in the White House, the Secret Service spotted some suspicious powder. They tested it. It came back as cocaine. Okay. Joe Biden and his family were up at Camp David and had been for days. So either the Secret Service was not doing their job. Really? You think that? Oh my gosh, Deborah, thank you so much. Oh, thank you. And happy birthday. Happy birthday. Thank you. So Catherine Rodriguez says no cameras. Why not? Well, there's that's a thing too. So Tiger Seforley says, I'm glad it wasn't anthrax or something like that. I do too. I'm glad too. But does anyone really think that the Secret Service is like, there's a suspicious powder there. We should test it. And it just sat there for a week. And then they finally noted, come on. Anyway, and nobody cleans? Nobody cleans in the West Wing. In public areas. Right. So the right is going to lose their mind. It's, I'm waiting for them to start in on the crime family is now running drugs or something through the White House. I'm just waiting. It's like, okay, that stupidity will be starting in 3, 2, 1. Kathy DeLau says, how many people are in and out of that house every day? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So is this much ado about nothing? Other than the fact that somebody needs to go to rehab. Nine of Swords. It's the worst thing ever. Nothing like this has ever happened to any other president. There were no drugs in Trump's White House. From what I understand, they weren't testing during Trump's White House, but okay. Terry Solar says they've already tweeted it was Hunter's cocaine. Of course. The fact that he wasn't there, just... Lady Eva, you have the word of the question. Distraction. 8 of Cups. There is evidence. Devil. Sun. Star. Nine of Pentacles. So there are people on the right who are going to make some money talking about this garbage. There was some evidence found. They'll be talking about how he is the Biden the worst. The worst. How could we survive with such a man who passes infrastructure after Trump had, dozens upon dozens of infrastructure weeks and came to nothing? Yeah. Our employment is the best it's been in, employment levels are the best they've been in 60 years. Lowest inflation, best economy of anyone in the G7. But no, he's, yeah. Anyway, honestly, with this is things coming to light. But what this really feels like, this star card, is this isn't going to move the needle, because people who would vote or not, people who wouldn't, are on the fence about voting for Joe Biden, this isn't even going to register. But yeah, you're far right idiots. They'll make some money from this. Good for them. Betty Cantrell says, I heard it wasn't even drugs. Last I heard, that's what Secret Service was saying, but is this going to move the needle? On the right, something for them to complain about. Knight of Cups, there will be an investigation. 2 of Swords, Queen of Wands. Yeah, this is a really dumb decision. Look, I understand there are definitely reasons for certain people to be taking certain drugs, but cocaine, really? You don't have anything better to do with your time? Really? The Queen of Wands. This is a bunch of hypocrisy too. Because every time Sniffy Jr. passes through, and Donald himself, who during his last big interview could not get through a sentence, could not get through 2 sentences without having a huge sniff in the middle. It's, yeah. Was it planted? Roxana Lee says, I would think there would be cameras everywhere. Yeah. Was it planted? Two of Swords, Justice, Six of Wands, Five of Wands. It doesn't feel like it. Somebody who's already in trouble with the law, or has been in trouble with the law. Again, the right will try to make a big deal out of it, but be careful. Be careful pointing those fingers. Yeah, I have to say, I said this years ago, but I really do not understand why one of the press people in the White House press room didn't, after Trump would come in and speak, which he did every once in a while, why they didn't have one of those little pads, handheld pads handy, that as soon as he left, have that one of those reporters didn't just walk straight up to the podium after he had gone and just wipe it down, the top down, because Trump spat as he would talk. Just wipe it down and see if it changes color. But, I mean, Secret Service wouldn't care if Trump was out of the room. So keep trying. Keep trying on the right. Okay, was it actually drugs? Knight of Cups, Empress, Four of Cups, Ten of Wands. There will be very much an investigation. Empress, Four of Cups, Ten of Wands. This is the card of a monkey on your back, and not willing to get help. But Deborah Johnson says because they would lose their jobs in legacy media. I don't know. I don't know about that. Doug Noble says another reader said it wasn't cocaine, it was poison. Well, technically, cocaine is a poison, but anyway. Lucky Girl says, according to Reuters, cocaine discovered on Sunday in the White House West Wing was found in a cubbyhole in the entry area where visitors place electronics and other belongings before taking a tour. Just FYI. Lurking Lady said visitor maybe saw a security canine and freaked. Druggies are twitchy. Azalea says probably some random person lost their stash. Ding, 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 ding. So let the right continue to waste their time because it will come to nothing. Okay, moving on. So the moron ex-chief 1320. Thank you for being here. Instead of celebrating our country, Trump spent the 4th of July retruthing white supremacists and QAnon followers while relaxing at Bedminster. This man is losing his mind, and I am here for it because he is in huge trouble, bigly, huge trouble of entirely his own making. Entirely. So, this idiot. Matter of fact, and I'm not, like I said, I'm not showing what he retweeted. I will just tell you, there was a, Trump gets more people at his rallies than Elvis did at his concerts. Regularly? Yeah. Pictures are it didn't happen. We'll just go straight to it didn't happen. Anyway, that's just stupid. There was a Trump bear, teddy bear you can get. That's just for children. But it was the blank Biden sign that a little word beginning with F that he was retweeting. And There was some text there as well. It's not worth going and finding. So happy Independence Day and everything we went through to become a free country, as free as possible. And Joe Biden tweeted, Happy 4th of July. Thanks to our service people. The usual anodyne stuff that presidents tweet. So, how did Despicable Me end up celebrating the holiday? Will it matter to voters? Well, we kind of know how Despicable Me ended up celebrating the holidays. Or Despicable Don, but yeah. I believe this matters to voters. It's easy to feel like there are so many voters on the right who are MAGA. But it's not as big as you think. They're just loud and obnoxious and staggeringly stupid. Oh, I like him because he never lies. He always tells the truth. Anyway, hello, dear heart. How are you? Are you tired? What's going on here? Are you tired? There isn't even a blankie in here. Oh, how the horrors. No blankie for the kitty. Oh, you're so good. You're so good. Okay, okay. I want on the desk now. Right now. Right meow. Me meow. Hi. Right meow. Hello, sweetheart. Hang on. Hold, please. Hey. Did you really just lick that? I have to cut that part off. Okay. Poo-poo. It's okay. It's okay. You are precious. Okay. Anyway. And hello, Becca from House of Lenormand is here. Hello. Do follow House of Lenormand. She is great. Also, I was watching Lori from the Way of Positive Change yesterday, who has finally made it to 10,000 subscribers. Yay! I'm a subscriber with the notifications on. And Jen Lin from Jen Lin Tarot, they were together. And if you need a personal reading, I highly recommend either one of them are really, really good. They're both really good. So I just wanted to just throw that out there. Okay. So I was, okay. So at 18:20, if you are using the timestamps and you don't know the details of what Trump truthed, I mentioned it a few minutes ago, but it's not worth your time. It was just despicable and awful because he is. So it's going to matter to the voters, not to the MAGA, not to the my attorney got arrested crowd. 7 of Swords, Ace of Cups, Lovers. Okay, so again, it's not going to matter to those who are already swilling the cafefe. But right in the center, I've got some first-time Democratic voters here because they are getting tired of this garbage. Welcome. First time Democratic voters, welcome. You will find that we are a nice bunch, that we do love this country, that we believe in civilization, which is what sets us apart from the other party. And we do not believe in runaway taxes. We are not communists. And what we have no interest in coming to everybody's house and taking all of their guns. We've got stuff to do. We have children to try to get school lunches to, crazy stuff like that. So welcome. Frida Smith, that's why Autumn's name is Sebastian. Are we referring to Bast as in the goddess of cats? So anyway, welcome. Yeah, there are people getting really sick. Really sick. So, all right. Holly and Fred says, those fools couldn't correctly define communist, socialist, or Marxist. Exactly. Yeah. Okay, so Peg Sanders had a question. At 21, the other candidates, by the way, this weekend were they were in Iowa, going in 4th of July parades. Yay! Who cares? I mean, good for them, but I don't see how that's really the best use of anybody's time. But sure, okay. Anyway, Peg Sanders was asking, since Trump became president, and Trump this weekend was sitting at Bedminster, golfing, and yeah. Since Trump became president, there have been bombshell reports of his crimes, but he's still golfing. When the indictments are in, which ones? There are so many, and so many more to come. Yes, dear. When the indictments come, will there be a legal boom equal to those unexploded bombshells? So basically, are they actually going to, I think this is just to calm people's nerves if they're thinking, are they actually going to charge him with anything else? Is he going to get away with everything? So nice says he probably only golfs for an hour. Lois McDonald says Trump was golfing, criming, and spewing on Truth Social. Yeah. Well, yeah. But we know he actually does golf. One, because we've seen the pictures, and two, because you just need to look at his skin. He doesn't strike me as the type who's being really religious about SPF. Chariot. Oh, the big parade, the biggest parade float ever, going down the street so we all can see it. This is the Trump charges, trials, you name it. It's bigly. Huge. All right. King of Cups. Emperor. Hermit. Well, he's already tucked away, freaking out. 9 of Swords. He is worried. Actually, this feels like Joe Biden just staying out of it. He really is doing a good job of just staying out of it. But Trump, in his delusions of grandeur, isolated, all kinds of legal worry. And this right here, this isn't even in the future. This right here is right now. And we are all seeing it. And I don't have any sympathy for this because he did this to himself. I'm not saying I'm a perfect person, but have any of my live streams ever been interrupted by the FBI searching my house? No. Because I don't do anything illegal. And Trump is just sinking in his own, it's narcissistic injury is what it is. His sense of self is being attacked. And if he is not above everybody else, then he would have to actually look in the mirror. And the thing about narcissists is underneath all of that gaslighting, chaotic, drama king selfish, self-centered garbage is someone who has the lowest self-esteem you can imagine. They actively hate themselves. But just spackle that over and just build it up. Queen of Cups. We are going to be watching it. Two of Pentacles. His finances are really shaky. I've been feeling this a lot. That he got this money from Saudi, he got this money, whatever. And he's supposed to make all this money from Trust Social and on. But his finances are really, really shaky. Knight of Cups. They're out to get me. I'm the biggest victim ever. No president has ever been treated worse. Go away, JFK. I don't want to hear it, Lincoln. No president's been treated worse than I have. Four of Swords, Page of Swords. He doesn't have good arguments against any of these charges. He just doesn't. What? You know, you used carton upon carton upon carton of top secret documents as your Uncle John's bathroom reader. And you shared it, and you kept the stuff on the stage in your public ballroom. And you actively shared it with some people. So, entertainment only, YouTube, but really? And you can't get really good lawyers, so you're left with bubblegum machine lawyers. And you know whose fault that is? Yours, because they don't want to deal with that. You don't listen. That the criming does not stop. You will not take their advice. You will not. And then you don't pay your bills. Bye. So anyway, now, but Trump. I know this will be a shock. Trump could be hurting the Republican Party. No. 28. Trump's rhetoric has severely harmed the Republican Party in key swing states. As their big donors are fleeing. Some states claim that their GOP offices are effectively broke. For example, in Arizona, excuse me. Sorry. For example, in Arizona, the GOP had cash reserves of less than $50,000. At the end of March, at the same point 4 years ago, it had $770,000, not $50,000. There's a small difference between $50,000 and $770,000. Michigan's GOP federal account had $116,000, down from $867,000 2 years ago. 116,000, 867,000. This means the party will be unable to financially assist people running in their state. How will this affect the 2024 election? You don't say. Do tell. Yes, exactly, Becca. Don't these people know 45 has a well-documented history of bankrupting everything he touches? Yes. You would think. You would think. So, okay. State GOP party trying to assist people running in their state. with Trump vacuuming up all of the small donations because he's really rich. And he needs your money really badly. But he's a billionaire. Okay, so local or state or local races affected by GOP donors. Poof. Four of Cups. All right, hang on. Cheryl Clark says 16 states voting in August. We must support them. Yes. M. Kelpie says the Michigan RNC is a huge mess. They are awful. Not surprised. 10 of Pentacles. Griftco. Lovers. That would be the giving money to Trump. But you've got a King of Swords? Yes. King of Swords, 5 of Pentacles, and King of Cups. I'd say yes, it's going to help us a lot. Believe it or not. You have, because people are there, they've swilled the covfefe, they've drunk it down, and this whole Trump dynasty nonsense. Plus, Trump's money is going to legal fees and to try to prop up Griftco, which is about that close to just going kfunk on its face. Out in the cold for the elections coming up. Republicans out in the cold. Matter of fact, this is the little match girl card. And this is Biden, leader of the Democratic Party. Standing tall. Yeah, it's going to hurt. And what do we say? You did this to yourselves. Okay. Now, in a related question, yes, M. Kelpie's trying to sue E. Jean Carroll and Michael Cohen because they had successful books, because they had success in court. All right, so at 3310, oh boy. As the coffers continue to drain, will the GOP finally cut ties with Trump to try to save itself? Well, I don't know. Should they? They should have done that years ago, but will they now? Let's see. Lady Eva says, and in related news, water is wet. And Moss reminds us that he's also suing Bob Woodward. Oh, is that still going forward? Interesting. Thank you. GOP, really? Gonna stick with this guy? Like, we have to. The MAGA people are sticking with him, so we have to as well, because we don't have, there are more Democrats, there's markedly more Democrats than Republicans, so the Republicans can't lose MAGA. They can't. Page of Cups. Meanwhile, welcome to the Democratic Party, young people, where we believe in human rights. It's a fun little notion. Yes, Squeaker Bunny. Are you tired? Are you tired? All right. King of Pentacles. 2 of Cups. Yes. 6 of Cups. Empress. Queen of Wands. Will they cut ties? Nope. King of Pentacles. You go where the money and the voters are, against those big bad Democrats. Those communists. Hello, dear. You coming up here? You can come up here. I'll this other way. Including that piece you licked. Come on. So, yeah, the communists. This is remember back in 2016 when everybody was voting for Trump and we had a red wave, and those were the days, my friends. We thought they'd never end. Our bigotry went forever and a day. We had Trump to choose. We didn't have our racist blues. We could fight against anyone different or the gays. Hi. Oh, you're a good boy. So, well, they cut ties. They can't. Oh, dear. The nostalgia, the Six of Cups is nostalgia. The Empress is the country, where the country actually is. And the Queen of Wands, which is the whole bunch of people still pushing MAGA nonsense. So, all right. Dave says Republicans believe if it's cruel, it should rule. Yeah, I like that. Yes. They can't ditch him. They can't. Not until MAGA ditches him. Good luck. You could have stood up to him way back when and stuck to your guns, but no, you're big on guns. You should have stuck to yours. Okay, anyway, 3730. The latest subpoena in Smith's probe into the 2020 election aftermath is the Arizona Secretary of State's office, where apparently he tried to pull a Georgia. Oh, he's a good boy. He's a good boy. Yes. Oh, he's a good boy. Precious one. Oh, he's a good boy. Yes, he is. He's a good boy. Oh, good boy. Yes. So, is this cause for excitement? Oh, glorious. You are the precious. And you're tired. Yeah, you're tired. All right. So, Smith is looking at Arizona. Good morning, Stephen. Yes, Teresa Ford, head boink. Head bonk. He's a sweetheart. Yes, he is. All right, so is this cause for a little joy? Smith going to Arizona. Two of Pentacles. You lost the election and you just couldn't take it, huh? Talk about a sore loser. What was that? You know better. Park it. There you go. All right. All right. Four of Swords. Well, we didn't hear much about it until now, and apparently was he the governor? Ducey? Anyway, in Arizona, kept his mouth shut. You know. Then we have the Star. Then we have the Five of Cups. So is this cause for... Well, it's not cause for excitement or celebration in that, you know, they were trying to overturn our election. But hope. hope for the future of our democracy, even though it took a long time. And what they were trying to, what Trump was trying to end his people, because it wasn't just him, we're trying to do was heinous. There's hope. This is the card of hope. So it should be interesting. I don't know how much Ducey's going to cooperate. Have a great day, Lady Eva. Ten of Pentacles. Judgment. Nine of Wands. You lost the election. And Biden won. He did what he did. And, you know, keep in mind that Ducey was signing the paperwork. Remember way back when? Ducey was actually signing the paperwork to accept the electoral votes in his state when his phone rang in his pocket. And he had changed the ringtone for president, the vice president and vice president to "Hail to the Chief." And as he was sitting there signing, or about to sign, the phone rang in his pocket and it was "Hail to the Chief." And he silenced it, put his phone to the side, and signed the paper. So I'm not saying he's going to be like a Democratic governor who would be like, absolutely, let's talk about this. I mean, he kept this pretty quiet for a long time, but there is a kind of feeling I'm getting of he's a losing proposition. Yeah, I don't care. I don't care about Trump. So it should get interesting. Okay. Zelda Ray had a question at 4215. A previous Trump attorney, Lin Wood, has relinquished his law license and retired from practice rather than face disbarment. Somebody needs a blankie. I have to go get that. Is Wood in Jack Smith's crosshairs? Hold on. Okay. And we're back. Okay. So at 43:45, again, got him a blankie. And yes, he does have a very long tail. 40. Let's change it to 44. All right. So, and in case you're wondering, who is Lin Wood? Well, hang on. 44. So a previous Trump attorney, Lin Wood, has relinquished his law license and retired from practice rather than face disbarment. Is Wood in Jack Smith's crosshairs is the question. Now, Lin Wood, if you think back into the distance, Lin Wood was basically just spilling all the tea on all the other lawyers and all this stuff, to the point where I believe I had a number of days in a row where I was singing on the first day of, I don't know if it was impeachment or what it was, Lin Wood did give to me. And then it would be some heinous thing that somebody else did, you know. And it went on day after day after day. So he's a little bit more of a gadfly than the kind of covfefe-swilling sycophants that Trump is used to. But Jack Smith, are you having some talks with Lin Wood? Oh. High Priestess. Oh, the secrets. Oh, the secrets. Mm-hmm. 5 of Wands. 5 of Swords. Strength. World. 8 of Wands. He was caught up in this chaos. He saw who was who and what they were doing, and insult to injury. So he was, I'm out of here. Strength and the world would be what he's coming up against, which is not something worth fighting. But he knows if he turns on Trump that he's going to get a face full of grief from the right. So will he do it anyway? Because he's already said, yeah, I'm going home. I wonder if he got a new job somewhere. It may rest on what is his new job. Oh, thank you, Chicky. 9 of Cups. Well, it's a merchant, so it could be his new business, or it could be speaking out. And because sometimes this is my card of, they went that way. Knight of Cups. 2 of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles. Queen of Wands. They're definitely, and of course they see it as it's all political. So Knight of Cups would be Jack Smith and whatnot. He doesn't even want to bother fighting disbarment or things like that. He just wants to go home and work. Knight of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, but then you've got the whole group over here, these Queens of Wands, which would be all of the people really, really supporting Trump. So yeah, this is very much saying it's going to come down to whatever his new job is. And I'll be frank, I don't know what that is. Does anybody have any idea, or would you do me a favor and go ask the great Google? Oh, great Google, we beseech thee. What's he doing? Can he continue to work at that job? Because he just feels like he's just undone. Trump is so not worth it. Well, it took you this long to figure that out? We could have told you. We tried to tell you. Temperance. Well, he's not, I'm not getting extremism from him. Death. Page of Cups. Queen of Cups. That would be good for us. Us watching all the tea. Fool. Chariot. I'm getting a mental image of Trump's big parade of indictments and charges and just the arraignments and, trials and all of this. And he's thinking anybody who runs next to that float is an idiot. And this would be us being pleased that there's a lot coming out. So I don't think he's Team Trump anymore. That's what I'm getting. So, fingers crossed. All right. So next we have got, little Schadenfreude. Sorry, little Schadenfreude. And 50-30. Save the trees. Trees were saved. Conservative pundits are simply agog. Agog, I tell you. That Kari Lake's new book didn't break the top 100 on Amazon. You don't say. There weren't even PACs that bought copies in bulk like they did for other MAGAs, like Junior or Dan Crenshaw, among others. Is the right finally accepting that her political days are done? Could not crack the top 100, not even for a day, not even for an hour. What is that GIF? We have the words, nobody cares. Yeah. Carmen Tristan says, I'm sure the book will end up at the Dollar General real soon. Sharon Rice says, not even libraries want it. Would you? Whew. Chariot. Well, she might be one of the fools running next to the big Trump float in his legal mess parade. 8 of Cups. Page of Cups. 7 of Cups. Hierophant. Page of Pentacles. All right, so there are some people who are willing to buy it. I mean, I believe she made it to like the 500 something place in books on Amazon. There are some people buying it. Becca from Housewell and Norman is asking, is it true she moved into Mar-a-Lago? My understanding is yes, but I don't know where she is now because Trump's not there. So she has evidence of Arizona was stolen. It's like, what? Huh? Oh, I'm at the beach. I don't care what she has to say. Bye. On vacation. What she tells is just made up garbage. We know that. This is the institutions. And for instance, the publishing company, when she finally gets paid, she'll get some money. You mean you get to the 500s in Amazon bestsellers, you get some money, but that's a Page of Pentacles. That's like the lowest kind of okay rung. Not a knight, not a queen, not a king. Page. And she's like, oh, look at me. I'd rather not. So, okay. Yeah, I'm with you, Becca. I don't know how she should have just published a picture book. Words are hard for MAGA world. Yes. Yeah, and they have. I mean, MAGA they've done picture books and things like that. Trump's done picture books. So, anyway. All right, 54-20. 54-25. All right, so Eileen was asking about a federal judge in Louisiana ruled Tuesday the Biden administration likely violated the First Amendment by censoring unfavorable views on social media during COVID. Dun, dun, dun. What will happen now? Okay, here's the thing. Just so you're aware of what's happening. A federal judge in Louisiana, it says LA. So first I was like, LA? But it was a Trump appointee. It was like, no, Louisiana. Okay. So a judge in Louisiana said that the Biden administration likely violated the First Amendment by censoring available views on social media during unfavorable views on social media during COVID. Here's the thing, couple of things here. One, this is a temporary injunction. This is not a final ruling. This is not, and this is going to come to nothing because social media companies are private companies. They're private companies. You don't, and they, if the government said, hey, could you consider some policies, so you don't get sued for letting false information proliferate during a worldwide pandemic. And the social media company said, oh yeah, we don't want to get sued. And they didn't actually take everything down. They would just put up these little notifications under each one, like you would with, on packs of cigarettes. Just little warnings. They didn't have to do it, and they're private companies. So, federal judge in Louisiana who ruled Tuesday, sit down. There's no First Amendment right. There's no First Amendment right here being. So what will happen? Becca says, I saw Elon was just saying people without kids should not be allowed to vote. Well, gosh. It's a good thing then that nobody's listening to him. Because people aren't. So, Five of Cups. Yeah, the whole thing's a little sad. Four of Wands. Oh, Trump appointee. Look at that. A fool at that. A fool from Mar-a-Lago. Mar-a-Lago world. Lovers. Yes, those who have swilled the covfefe. Nine of Swords and Six of Cups. Oh yes, we've this is somebody who is so dyed in the wool of a Trump supporter, and we must stop anybody questioning when someone's giving untested medical advice. We need to go back to this nostalgic past that doesn't exist and only worked for WASPs, white Anglo-Saxon Protestants, preferably male. This is just delusional. This is not. There's no law here. There's sleepless nights, but there's no law here. Teresa Ford, snake oil. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Becca says he's just a vile and loathsome human scum. Yeah, there you go. Not surprised. Okay, whoa. Card went flying. Oh yeah, the great far right victory. Good luck. Okay, so you ready? 59, 59.25, 59.30. Gamblers on the betting website Predicct have ranked Ron DeSantis' chances of winning the presidency as worse than Gavin Newsom's, who isn't even running. Yes. Gamblers on the betting website Predicct have ranked Ron DeSantis' chances of winning the presidency as worse than Gavin Newsom's, who isn't even running. Yeah. Oh, so much fail. And I showed you guys the astrology chart of DeSantis's run for the presidency, and it is dire. So, President DeSantis. He wants it. But, you know, we all want things. Nine of Cups. You got to actually get the actual voters. And Republicans don't have enough in the first place. And your extremism doesn't exactly, let's say, increase the size of the tent. Yes, Tam. Oh, whatever will Lady Macbeth do? Yes. Moon. Howling at the moon. 2 of Wands. 10 of Pentacles. Temperance, which is antithetical to everything Ron DeSantis is. And the Queen of Cups, where we're just enjoying it. He's caused so much outrage and pain with his far, far, far right garbage. The fact that he's even calling himself as a Republican is actually not quite accurate. He is so far to the right. I know people throw around the F word, fascist, but yeah, he is way out there. And people want more temperance. And if you're going to go up against Joe Biden, you're going to need temperance. And he doesn't have any. And we are going to enjoy. We are going to just fully enjoy watching this idiot get his just desserts. So, yeah. Speaking of DeSantis, I want to make sure I get to this one particular question at 103. When DeSantis's campaign crashes, when will he try to get the Florida legislature to change the law that says he can't run for governorship again? He can stay governor while he's running for president. But, oh, look at that. I cut the deck. Justice and the Emperor, which would be changing laws so they get rid of the term limits. Becca from House of Lenormand, yes. The Satan is the perfect example of what happens when you get a moron drunk on power. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, Go Boots, you going to go ask your cronies to change the law so you can stay emperor? King of Wands. Well, if they're loyal enough to him. It's already been talked about. This isn't something it would be like out of the blue. Wheel of Fortune, High Priestess, Hermit, 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups. Well, Major Arcana is he ends up out in the cold, or he ends up very much alone. But he still has a lot of power right here. He still has money and power. He's sitting pretty. But his extremism actually helps Democrats in 2024 is what I'm getting. Hang on, one more interruption. Sorry. Okay, really? I'm not even going to fight that. It'll take too long to fight. Okay, I'll just stay here then. He's still going to have power. It's going to help Democrats. So is Ron DeSantis going to get a third term? Is that it? Is he only supposed to get 2? Eight of Cups. Chariot. Eight of Cups. Chariot. World. Tower. You're done. You're done. I whether it's allowed or not, he either won't be allowed or he will lose the election. This is so dire. This is Democrats leaving their votes and Republicans having to walk away. This is all the mess that's coming for Trump world and illegal stuff. But for him, end of the line, buddy. That's the world card, and then the tower, kaboom. Bye. You will not be missed at all, you raging fascist. Okay. And that's going to do it for me for today. But thank you so much for being here. It is 1:27 p.m. here in Chicago. At 3 o'clock, I'll be over on the Creative Sprints channel here on YouTube to do creative work. You're always welcome to join. We just want to encourage you and give you some time and space to do whatever kind of creative stuff you want to do. Other than that, I will be right back here. I'll be right back here tomorrow. And, there's stuff. What do I say? What do I always say? You're not alone. We're in this together. And, Lordy, there are good days ahead. All right. So take care. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And I'll see you right back here tomorrow.